It's always refreshing when people speak openly and honestly, right? Sometimes you get in a conversation and you feel like people are holding things back or they're trying to be nice, right? And there's a room for that. It's important when they're polite. But sometimes it's refreshing that you know somebody is speaking their heart directly to you without a filter. That's Nathaniel, right? And so the Lord, he knows I can work with that, right? Nathaniel might have a little polish that needs some rough edges that need polishing, but he's not a liar. He's not somebody who says one thing and means another. He says exactly what he means to say. Integrity, it's really important. And I love it because it's kind of, we have similar kind of attitudes. Like, can anything good come out of Eugene? Right? So that's the kind of idea. It's just like, oh yeah, Eugene, we've heard about them. The Messiah came from Eugene. Yeah, give me a break, right? You know, we all have whatever our Nazareth is of the time, right? But we recognize that that's exactly the point, is that Jesus came in the midst of our darkness. He came in the midst of difficult situations to reveal who he is, to shine forth his light. That's what we're going to be celebrating tomorrow and this weekend is Epiphany, where the light of Jesus shines forth to the world that was in darkness. And he continues to shine. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And we see this clearly in the lives of the saints. They're so motivated by this light that it burns within them, and they themselves become one with the light, and it begins to spread. St. John Neumann, it's not John Newman, right? So Newman's a different saint, right? Neumann, he was a Bohemian priest. He was born in Bohemia, now the Czech Republic, and he had a call to be a missionary. He just really wanted to serve in the United States. He really wanted to serve the peoples of the United States, and so he studied in seminary and then came over on a boat with basically $1 in his pocket and the clothes on his back. So very simple, ordained here in the United States, and then eventually joined the Redemptorists and made a bishop. And this guy, he suffered a lot. He suffered a lot of rejection from people because of his accent, right? You know, he was serving the German immigrants, he was serving the Irish immigrants, and they didn't like the fact that he had a German accent, so they didn't like him. But then he won them over because he learned Gaelic. You know, he could speak 6 languages fluently, so he spoke to all the immigrants and just served them as a shepherd. But he also founded the Catholic school system in Philadelphia. So when he arrived, there were 2 Catholic schools in Philadelphia, and when he was done, there were 100. Like, okay, that's wild. He also founded 80 parishes. Thinking, this guy, right, just an incredible missionary labor, and he died when he was 46. So this guy was a worker. This guy just poured himself out for the mission of the church. But he experienced a lot of anti-Catholic bigotry as well. The Know Nothing Party was really active at that time as well, that, you know, was persecuting Catholics, burning churches, doing other things, and he just felt like he was a failure as a bishop. So he even asked the Pope, remove me, please. Someone else can do better. And the Pope said, no, actually, you're exactly the right guy for this place. Because see, what a beautiful gift it is, right, to recognize in humility, as St. Augustine knew, right, with you I'm a Christian, for you I'm a bishop, right? One is my salvation, the other is my judgment, right? And so anyone who really takes the office of pastor or bishop seriously is grateful if it's taken away because you're going to be judged on a much higher standard because of what you've been given. So pray for your bishops, pray for your priests. We see very clearly, though, that John Neumann was a bishop's bishop, and he was the first U.S. bishop to be canonized a saint. He's a great example and witness for us, and so we ask for his intercession in a particular way for the bishops and shepherds of our church of today, that they would imitate his example, have missionary fire and zeal, and labor tirelessly for the good of the church. St. John Neumann, pray for us.